Here we have my Behringer BXL 450A. It's a lovely little kickback bass amplifier. I think it's only about 45 watts. Should say. Now this says 75 watts for this, but that doesn't necessarily tell us what the speaker is doing. Anyway, I can look up the specs on it. Point being, it stopped working. I think a preamp stage went out. I'm going to drop the amplifier out of it.
Here came the first surprise. Instead of just 4 mounting bolts on the top dropping the chassis down out of the cabinet, there were 4 more, 2 on each side. Hadn't run into that before.
Here's what I was missing. There's more chassis screws on the side.
The chassis was mounted into the cabinet extremely tightly, a press fit. Crazy, huh?
The way this is resisting makes me suspect that maybe the speaker wires are in the way. So I'm going to have to pop the speaker out and see if there's something resisting me inside there.
Lesson learned. Take the speaker out and make sure and track the movements of that speaker wire. But you have to still get the chassis out of the cabinet in order to pop the speaker wire off of its connector inside the chassis.
All right, loosened the speaker, and yes, there is a wired connection up directly into the amplifier. I soldered that on myself. All right. Once I popped it into place and pulled this out, this will probably come out quickly and easily. I say quickly. Of course, the Germans say, why not make it a press fit? Okay, press fit it is then. It was difficult working this little unit out of its chassis. Golly. Out of its box, call it what you will. This is the chassis. And there you have it. So, what's the best way to repair a nice bass amplifier that probably just had a preamp stage go out on it? I just put a new speaker in it, so I want the cabinet, the speaker, but I need the electronics. So, I bought another one. Good deal on it. The cabinet is covered with the hairs of 4 dogs. So I don't need the cabinet. I don't particularly need the speaker, but at least I know how to pop it out now. Now I'm counting on being able to just pull the wire from its plug. Nice and long. No, doesn't like to just go like that. So hopefully, while I'm running it out of here, it doesn't ruin that wire because it's a very tight fit for this. Now look at this. This one just slides right out. You could even say glides right out. I'd like you to see something else too. Plenty of room, speaker wire's not being stressed badly, so it should work pretty well. But at some point, I will have to unplug that speaker and relieve the strain. Maybe I should have gone out the front and done a shorter walk, so to speak. Okay, now that was easy. That's how I wanted the first one to go. Now, find the speaker wire. Yeah, over here. Okay. It's not just plugged in, it's also glued in. used more glue. Yes, this was glued in much better. Here we go. This is free, and the speaker is free. I can just assume leave it there since I'm putting it back together. I just reconnected the speaker inside. And yes, the first one was tight because of the wooden cabinet being made so tightly inside. Might even just be upholstery pressing on the sides. But it was a ridiculous time fitting, getting it out of there. I had to hammer the other one out. This one was pressing into my fingers. Terribly easily, mind you, but it is. Here is the good amplifier that'll go in the fresher chassis with no speaker. I might have to hammer on it a bit. Don't want to do that. It's practically in place now. Be a good idea to clean this cabinet. Will it load much more easily from the front? I suspect it will. Look at that. Slides in. Wants to slide right through. So now all I have to do is line it up properly and screw it in. Good. Same with this. I'm going to leave those up there. Okay, it's a matter of putting screws in for that one. All right, this unit is buttoned back together. However, so far as I know, the preamp stage in the amplifier does not work. Now, this is the clean cabinet without the dog ear. And I'll still roll it a bit. Why not? There's the only chance these things are going to get lint rolled, probably. This is the good new speaker I installed in this last year, which is why I considered it necessary to buy another amplifier for it. Still don't know if it's going to work, but what I'm doing is I am positioning the speakers so that the wire gives maximum length, we hope. The practice was so short that part installed on chassis. And then get the EMS transition there. Did it work? Almost position. Little push. It's in place. Now, you won't quite see the perspective I've got on it, but I'm hot gluing the speaker wire onto its clip as it was done in the factory, although I'm sure they did a much more steady job of it than I'm about to do. There, there's a drop of glue, and extend it a little. All right, I'm simply pushing it in from the front. Sure is going in a lot more easily than it came out. It feels like it's in place, but the only way for me to check is by starting to screw it together. And I'm saying, it looks like it's in the right place, and it's ready. Therefore, theoretically, all of these machine bolts should be lined up and I should be able to put them in the chassis. Yep, they're all threading. Fast forward time. It's now in one piece. All right. Let's see if the refurbished amplifier works. I put a working amplifier chassis. Oh my. say it works. As a quick side note, hopefully we can heal this little cut in the upholstery with some hot glue. We'll just hold it there. Nice and hot. I'll slice that little bead off later.